That's better.
That's much better.
There we go. Hello, everyone.
Hello, guys. Okay, so I don't know if we just hung up on you, but hopefully you'll find us back where we are right now. So we know that there's a lot of people that couldn't make this time, and that's okay. But we had to do it right now. So, but we just wanted to jump on and address some of the questions that we're getting. Hey, Nan, awesome. Thanks for joining us. Awesome. So yeah, we have been getting a ton of questions about the bootcamp and what exactly it is. And so we just thought we'd jump on and answer some questions for you. The volume is now down, so that shouldn't be bugging us anymore. So yeah, my goodness. Welcome everybody, by the way, that's new. Hey Michael, welcome. There's a lot of new members this week. Holy smokes, I think we're adding about like 150 to 200 members a week, it seems like almost.
Yeah, it's growing really big, which is awesome.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us, and thanks for everybody sharing your knowledge and sharing everything that we have. And you know, we started this group because we were getting like emails and messages and all kinds of stuff all the time, and we just couldn't keep up with it. We're like shaking the table, I think.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, so we really couldn't keep up with it. And so we thought, well, we'll start this group and then we'll be able to kind of, you know, reach more people and talk to more people at once. And then holy smokes, has it gone crazy. So thanks for, you know, everybody that's adding value, because it really helps us to be able to create that community and have everyone there that can back each other without us having to do, you know, all of it, because it's really time intensive. So anyways.
And there's lots of questions. I mean, in real estate investment, there's questions from how to buy a property, how to find a joint venture partner, how to manage the property. We've done a few lives on property management. So, you know, how are you going to sell the property? What's your exit strategy? I mean, the questions can go on and on and on. Fortunately, we've kind of been through the whole gamut from the beginning to the end. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. But, you know, we're here to help, but there's a lot of other people in this group that have done it as well. And that's the really cool part.
Yeah, it's awesome, and everyone's willing to share, as you've seen. So if you're new, please do introduce yourself. You know, make sure to let us know what you're here for, what you need from us, and introduce yourself to others, and really, you know, get to be part of this community, and of course invite anyone else who you know that might benefit from it. So tonight specifically, we're just going to touch base about the bootcamp itself, because a lot of people are wondering, what is the bootcamp and how does this work? And a lot of people have not attended a virtual bootcamp before. So the idea is that we're just going to talk to you exactly like we are right now. We have a set format that we're going to be going through, and we'll send you the worksheet. So if you haven't already, we're not registering people for it, but if you haven't already let us know that you plan to attend, then let us know, and you'll get, the girls will send out some information to you, and you print that and you can follow along on our presentation. So it's going to be actually a couple of hours on Monday night, and then we're going to try to stick to like a 45-minute to an hour every other night of the week next week. And hey, Anna, oh, good, from Toronto. And yes, you made it in. Sorry, we had to stop that first one because we were topsy-turvy in it. So I see that people are starting to find us again, so that's great. So yeah, it's a virtual workshop is just where we're talking like this. You can ask questions. Some will hit as we go, and some questions we won't get to until the Saturday morning. So the deeper dive questions that you have, then on Saturday morning we're going to address those. But you'll put them in the feed as we go, just like normal with a live. And you know, you'll follow along with your homework, and there's fill in the blank spots. There's exercises that we're going to stop and do, and all of this stuff is basically coming together because when we first started in real estate, and some of you may know our story and some of you don't, when we first started, we didn't have any money. So we had no choice.
This was back in 1990 what?
No, 2003.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we're not that old.
Oh, I guess, yes, you're right.
We're old, but not
it
that
seems
old.
like forever, but I guess it hasn't been. 2003, 2004, we started researching about real estate. We actually made our first purchase in 2005, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah, about 14, 15 years ago.
Our first joint venture was 2005, too.
Yeah.
But when we first started, we really didn't have any, you know, semblance of how to begin this whole journey. We didn't know what we were doing in any way, shape, or form. So I remember always saying, okay, that's great. I love that there's a strategy. I love that there's an idea and I understand it logically. I get it. I get the concept, but I don't know where to start. So I don't know. Let me know, guys. It's pretty quiet out there. So let me know. Do you guys feel that way? Are you feeling that it's a great, hey Kelly, it's a great concept. It's a great strategy. It's wonderful that there's this thing out there that's been, you know, created and you don't have to recreate the wheel in doing joint ventures. But do you get the feeling like I'm overwhelmed and I don't know where to start? Hey, Donna from Winnipeg. Awesome. So we've got Toronto. I know we've got Calgary. I think we've got, Michael, you're out in Langley, I think, so BC. Susan, awesome, yes, you get that feeling that it's just overwhelming, right? And we don't know where to begin. So we thought we'd put together this boot camp because we get so many questions. Now we can do a live and we can do, you know, an evening where we say, okay, here's, you know, where to begin. From Montreal, I love it. This is so cool. I love that it's from across Canada. Hey, Dia, and from Tennessee. Yes. We had someone earlier on a live from California, so that's awesome. So, yes, putting things into action is so overwhelming. And so the boot camp is created to just get you going in joint venturing. It's just the base and the start of where do I start? Because I remember that was my biggest question. Awesome, great, thank you, I love it, but now what? How do I actually do anything here? And so that's the inspiration, guys, behind the boot camp.
Listen, we've been there. That's what Tiff's trying to get across here. We've been there. We remember it. I mean, it was 15 years ago, 14 years ago, but we remember the feeling of
like it was yesterday.
Of wanting to do this, wanting to buy real estate, knowing that this is what we want to do, having, you know, strategies taught to us, told to us, but then what? How do we go out there? How do we find somebody to buy it with? What conversations do we say? Like, what do we say when we first meet somebody? How do we start these conversations? You
How
know,
do we
these
not
types,
be weird?
types of
How do
things.
we not be awkward?
Yeah, like, you know, we don't want to be that weird person in our family that just goes and talks to, you know, tries to sell them something all the time. And, you know, so these are the things that we've been there, we've got that feeling. And so we're trying to share that and how we can get past those initial walls and those initial roadblocks that we all hit when we're wanting to get into this game.
Yeah, so that's the purpose behind the boot camp. So a lot of people are kind of saying, hey, you know, what's the purpose behind the boot camp, and you know, how does it work? So this is how it works, is just like what we're doing today. And you can see, I think you've seen some of our team even from Saskatoon, prairie people, just down to earth, solid earth people. So we get a lot of people that are looking for us right now, it looks like. Sorry, I just got a message pop up. They're trying to find us. So you can see that Nan is on, Demi's on, and they're finding people and they're bringing people in. So right now you see how everyone is coming together and really serving you, and they're going to be there the whole week as well, just being like, you know, they're tagging people right now in the post. People obviously can't find the live. They're here to help you find whatever you need. So that's going to be the idea of the whole entire boot camp. It's going to be 5 days, homework at your own pace. You can do it that evening or you can do it in the morning. Your homework should only take you about half an hour or so. So it's nothing major, but it's going to get you going on your joint venture journeys.
So what do you think of when you hear the word homework?
I liked homework. So
I hated homework. You know, Tiffany's talking about homework and saying, oh, this is going to be fun and exciting and we're going to do homework.
Oh, brother.
But you know what? Homework is we might look at that and think, or we might be thinking to ourselves, you know, I want to listen to this stuff, but I don't know that I want to do the work. I don't know that I want to do the homework. But that's what's important. You know what? We're going to be there all week pushing you, telling you to do these things, making sure that you do them, follow a system, because if there's one thing that we've learned in the 5 businesses that we've owned to this point in our lives, is that we have to have systems in place and follow them. And homework is one of them, getting certain things done in order.
So, and that's the thing, as entrepreneurs, obviously, we are, yes, putting the concepts into practice. And yes, Gino, I know you don't like homework either.
Yeah, you're like me, Gino.
Apparently I'm an anomaly, but I liked homework. I thought it was great because I could do it at my own pace. So, yes, this kind of homework is fun. So
we're going to try to make it fun.
For sure. So this is the thing with, you know, as entrepreneurs, we pick and choose what we want to do because we have that ability. We don't have a boss that's telling us, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? As entrepreneurs, we can just say, hey, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing. But as joint venture partners, we have a system, and we have a system that works. It has worked for us over and over and over again. It took us years to refine. It took us blood. It took us sweat. It took us tears. It took so much.
That's
but it's
the point,
a system.
Though. That's the point. It took blood, sweat and tears.
Yes.
It took work, right?
Yeah,
like,
it did. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people get into this thing of joint venturing or real estate and think that, oh, well, I'm just going to have a partners come and run to me. It doesn't work that way. It takes work. It takes blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
So, but what you can get from all of that blood, sweat, and tears is priceless. And so really that's what we're talking about here, is that, you know, if you do the steps properly, if you follow the system, it works.
Yeah. So one of the biggest questions we get from people is, well, I don't have any experience. I don't have any money. So what am I going to do with that? So, you know, neither did we. We didn't have anything, and we were 24 and we looked 13. So this boot camp, it is all about just setting the stage for you to go out and start. So, you know, what do you say? How do you say it? How is it that you're going to be able to buy as many properties as you need and want to actually, you know, make your dreams come true, hit your goals, change things for your family? How are you actually going to do that? Tanya, hey, haven't seen you in a while. So yeah, like all of these things, during this boot camp, we're just going to push you through them. And you know, if you get to a point where you're like, I don't know what to say here, I don't know what to do, because this is the other thing, is this is a people game. This is a people business. So what I say and how I say it, he would look ridiculous saying it. When he says things, I just look grouchy saying it. I don't know why, but he can say things so straight up.
We all have different personalities, right? We all have different ways of communicating. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. You know, I have a strength of knowing the numbers type of thing. Tiff has a strength of building relationships with people. So we have different strengths and weaknesses. And if we can focus on those strengths and use them to the best ability, people start to be attracted to you.
Yeah. So we're going to show you how to make this your game and how to make this your business, not what we would say or what we do, but we're going to walk you through the exercise and say, here's some ideas. Here's the things that we did. Now, what in that do you find comfortable? You have to choose something. We're going to make you choose something, and you're going to come up with a plan, but it's going to be your plan so that you can go out and you can make this yours and not just follow a script. I don't believe in scripts. We used to be in telemarketing. We had a room full of telemarketers in our first business, and you know, the all of the associations we belonged to taught us, give this script and that script and whatever. Well, guess what?
Times have changed.
We didn't even make them use scripts. We kind of gave them an outline and a basis of ideas to talk about, and we're like, you make this you. And you know what they did? Put little mirrors in front of them so they could see themselves, and we made them smile when they were talking on the phone, because it comes across. You know, we don't like scripts, but we're going to make this so that you can take this business and make it your own. You can buy as many properties as you want to. That might be 5, that might be 10, that might be 60. I don't know. But
what's your goal? Can you guys
them.
put in the comments, what is your goal? Let's say in 5 years. Okay, I'll stop shaking the table.
Yeah.
In 5 years, what is your goal? How many properties would you like to own as an investment property within the next 5 years? Can you put that in the comments? I'm curious to know, is your goal 1, and that's fine. Is your goal 3, 5, 20, 500? I don't know what it is. Give me an idea, guys, as we're going along here, as to what type of goal you're looking at as far as purchasing properties and investment real estate. Can you give us an idea? Okay, put that in the comments if you get a chance.
Just give me a minute, because there is a bit of a delay, so I'll give you a minute, and we're going to do a question and answer right away here. So, oh man, Demi, sorry, we totally messed you up by switching from one live to the other, didn't we? I see that she's just tagging people like crazy, so.
Hey, Catherine.
Sorry. Hey, Kat.
Kathy.
Awesome. Okay, some of the comments are coming
Sarah,
in.
10 properties. Excellent. Andrea, 10. 5-year goal. Jasmine, 25 properties.
Awesome.
That's quite a goal. You know, when Tiffany and I
Achievable.
first started out, our goal was to buy 17 properties in our first 3 years. So 44 goals, 25. Excellent goals, guys. I like this. Don't have specific number of properties, but goal is 10K of cash flow per month.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Really cool.
Beautiful.
So
all of those things, this is the thing. And I don't know about you, but when we started, we had that goal of 17 properties. It still seemed unachievable. I mean, I knew that there was ways, I knew there was concepts, but for me, it seemed unachievable. Linda, 5 or 6 of them, awesome. That is, it's amazing how that is just more than most Canadians will need.
Well, yeah.
And most people don't need more than that. So, I mean, as much as we might have bigger goals, that's okay. But, you know...
1,000. I saw 1,000 go by.
Oh, wow.
That's quite a goal.
30,000 in passive income. Awesome, awesome. And many properties, yeah, sometimes we don't even know what that is. But at the end of the day, whatever your goal is, the bootcamp is going to, I feel, the bootcamp at the end of it is going to give you enough of a base where you're like, you know what? I can see doing this. I can see where, I mean, obviously it's just a start, but you will be rolling and you'll have a few things in place to the point you'll be like, okay, you know what? I think that this can happen for me. And when you start to believe that and see that, because we're going to do things, you're going to be having momentum throughout this boot camp, and you're really going to start seeing how, wow, this momentum and this inertia is pushing me through, and I'm making progress and things are changing. And if I keep doing this and keep focusing here, it's going to work. 20 to 100 units.
And you know
awesome,
what? The thing is, you have to start somewhere. You have to start with one. And you know, that's one of the things that we talk about a lot of times is that, you know, our goal was 17 in 3 years. But you know what? After our first year of delving into real estate investment and trying to find partners and learning strategies and reading books and going to seminars and all of that, in our first year, guess how many we bought? One.
Did we buy any?
I think we bought one
Okay.
within a 12-month period of us really getting involved in real estate. But the next 2 years after that, we ended up going from 1 to over 100. And it's because once you buy that first one, once you buy that second one, that's all it takes. You start getting a system in place. You start understanding the concepts behind it. You start learning how to speak to people, what people are looking for, what's important for people. You start attracting partners. And from that point on, it was so easy to go out there and buy what we wanted to buy.
Yeah. So if there's anything that we're, you know, really, you know, pushing in this boot camp, it's that there's, you know, for one, there's belief. You can do this. You can have this. It's way easier than what you think. And, you know, we're going to save you so much time and so much effort and so much work. Honestly, you don't have to do what we did. You don't have to make all the mistakes that we made. You don't have to, you know, try all the things that didn't work. And I mean, when I say we got creative, we really got creative. I mean, we did silly things like handing out, like my little guy at the time, he was 3 and he loved these little erasers at the dollar store, and they were like little smiley faces, and they were in all kinds of different colors, like neon pink and green and pink or yellow and all this. So like, I use that in some of our marketing stuff, both to find investors and to find properties, off-market properties. And like, it was crazy. And I remember Corey, when he first saw me putting these things in envelopes, he's like, what are you doing? But you know what? Our envelopes got opened. I got phone calls from people. We got attention. But you know what? That was one of maybe 30 things. I think I had a spreadsheet. It was about a full page long of different ideas. I think I called it doohickey marketing or something like that. And most of them failed. Most of them flopped. So you know what? We're going to save you all of that. And that's our whole intention behind this boot camp, this whole week that we're going into, is to do that. So now we had a ton of questions. Now I do have some that were pre-submitted, so I can hit those. But if you have questions now, this is the time to bring them up, because if you have questions about the boot camp, you know, what you have to do and how you show up and who's going to be there to help you. You see Demi Harper is there.
Guys, we should probably introduce the ones that are helping us, eh? So Nin, you'll notice her name across the screen. She's kind of giving us a really big hand in this boot camp. Demi Harper as well, and Jasmine D. So those are the ones. Hello, Jasmine. We see you there. So yes, ask any questions you have. They're here to assist us. That's part of our team. So it's not just Tiffany and I. We have a team here that's here to support you, here to answer your questions. Make sure, as sometimes some of these questions are going across our screen and they're going fast, and we might miss the odd one here and there. And if we do, We're going to make sure that they're recorded and we do get you answers. So our goal really next week is there's certain principles that we're going to share with you that we feel are important for you to get started. And even if you are already a real estate investor and you're looking to up your game, these steps are extremely important to finding joint venture partners, to being able to find money to buy real estate, to fund whatever it is in your life that you're looking for. So we have the team there to support us. We're going to try to answer every single question you have. And hopefully by the end of the week, you're going to have what you need to be able to go out there and start doing this. You will have, by the end of next week, you will have made changes in many different aspects of your life that you have not made up to this point. And it's going to change your direction when it comes to real estate investing.
And the beautiful part of it is no more work than what you're already doing, because we're already, as investors, we are already running in circles. We are chickens with our heads cut off. We are already jumping through hoops 24/7. But this is no more work than what you're already doing. It's just a shift in focus. It's going to be a shift to focusing on something else. And the beauty is you're going to focus on something that is already a system for you and has already worked, not just for us. See, and that's the other thing, is we've never had an all-encompassing coaching program where everything is like step by step by step. But we have coached many people, many of you guys out there, and so many success stories of people that we've been able to just do a little tweak here and a little tweak there and a little tweak, and you know what? It all works. And so at the end of next week, you're going to feel all of those tweaks that we have tried ourselves and then we've actually implemented with other people and seen what works and what doesn't. And all of those things are going to come together. So I don't see any questions coming up, which is good. Maybe that means we've answered it, or maybe that means that, I don't know, maybe it's not good. But
no, that's a good thing. But you know what? If you have questions, put them in there.
Now's the time to ask them. Even if you're watching on the replay, by the way. If you're watching on the replay, let us know that you're watching on the replay. We are still going to go through the replay and get all your questions, and we'll make sure to answer all of them as well. So, if you're watching the replay, let us know that as well. And I don't know, it's pretty quiet out there, guys. So
no, that's good. I think all we wanted to do tonight was just kind of give a brief overview as to what's coming up. We wanted to convey to you that we're really excited about this. This is, Tiffany and I have coached people one-on-one for years and years and years now. We've helped people buy one property to some of our clients have bought 50 plus properties. So we've had the success on a one-on-one basis. This is a little bit more of a group setting that we're going to do this in, but the same principles apply. And like Tiff said, sometimes it's just a little tweak in your business. Sometimes it's a mindset change. Sometimes it's just a little idea that you weren't putting into practice before, and we can say, hey, do this tweak here, and literally it can make a change of $5,000, $10,000, $100,000 a year if you just make a little tweak. And those are the little things that over 15 years of us doing this, we've learned those little tricks. Now, do we know everything? No, definitely not. But we also have the team behind us. So, not only if are we the ones answering your questions, but our team is there to help as well.
Yeah, for sure. And yes, thank you, Sarah. So one of the biggest questions that we've got all week is, how much is it? So how much is the Bootcamp? The Bootcamp is free. It's we're trying this out as a new format for us, and so it's free. It's totally free. So join us at it. Now, throughout the boot camp, and if you stay to the end of it, then we are going to explain our opportunity for you to work with us, as in our mentorship program. But that's toward the end of it, and throughout it you're going to get a whole ton of information in the meantime. So, and it is free to sign up. Now, if you haven't already let Demi Harper, you can tag her. Demi and Nin have been already corresponding with a lot of you guys, but if you are planning to attend it and you haven't already talked to them, then just get in touch with them and they'll make sure that you get all the materials ahead of time. They'll give you all the worksheets that you're going to need, and then all of your homework. If you choose to, when you put your homework in the stream at the end of the night in the post, then we're going to go through it, and for those of you that ask for it and want it, we're going to give you our feedback on it. So you're actually building your own, system, joint venture system of what's going to work for you, and you'll get some feedback on whether or not, we think something should change or tweak it a little bit or anything like that. So Yeah, good question, Kelly. Is there a cost? There's no cost to the boot camp. No, not at all.
No, you're in our group already. If you're in our group, you have availability to this boot camp. We're going to be doing it every night next week, Monday to Friday.
And it's probably going to be about 2 hours. I'm trying to cut the content down for Monday night, but there's just too much. And so it's going to be about 2 hours on Monday night, and then probably 45 minutes to an hour every other night. So how do you sign up, Lisa? You're just going to talk to Nin. Nin will get a hold of you, and or Demi, and they'll DM you. So what time of day is it? The boot camp, Kat, is going to be at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So now, yeah, I'm not good with numbers. So yeah, even 2 + 2. So what are the hours? Yeah. Perfect, Dem. You're going to get a hold of Lisa. Thank you. So hours is going to be about 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time till about 8 on Monday, and then 6 till about 7 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So yeah, so we're looking forward to getting you guys going and getting you started in there. And again, it is the how do I start? That was our biggest question. Okay, but how do I start? Thanks for the information. I love joint venturing. It sounds amazing, but I have no clue where to begin.
But listen,
this is where to begin.
Work is involved, okay? Yeah. I want to stress that over and over again. It's not that much.
You're going to freak them out. It's not that much.
But you have to do the work, right? Like we can't just come to this and learn and then go about our merry way and expect to buy real estate, right? We have to do the activities. We have to do the work. We have to follow the system. And so that's, I'd love to see it in the comments, guys. Can you put in there a thumbs up, okay? Put in there a thumbs up if you are willing to do the work, if you are willing to do what it takes to accomplish your goals, if you're willing to do what it takes to accomplish your dreams, to do whatever it is that you want to do in real estate. I'd love to see a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. We want to see a whole ton of them there because, guys, it's going to take work.
There we go. I see them come in. Look
yes,
at that.
It's awesome. We want only those. If you're not willing to do the work, it's not going to work for you.
Yeah,
okay?
It is
It's as simple as that.
It is work. It is, but it's not.
There's some thumbs up. Love
bad.
it, guys.
Awesome. Tanya, haven't seen or heard of you in a while. I've been wondering how you're doing and how your investing's going. So really happy to see you on here, Tanya. Natalie, yes, 100% thumbs up. Everyone's willing to put the work in. That's awesome. It's not that much work. Don't let them freak you out. But yeah, it's really good. And I did see this question. Sorry, I'm really far from this camera. Is it Ina Hansen? Okay, I feel like I want to rewatch the boot camp over and over. Yes, absolutely. How long are the videos going to be available? So they will be available for another 5 days after the boot camp ends. So from next Friday, like the 16th or whatever, till the following Tuesday, I think it is. About 5 days.
Yeah.
And then we'll take them down. So yeah, you'll be able to rewatch them. And again, if you're going to miss the times, if the times don't work, that's okay. You can still rewatch the replays. You can still post your questions. And the questions that we get as we go, we'll be answering as much as we can. But the more in-depth questions, we will be answering on... the more in-depth questions we'll end up answering on the Saturday morning. We're going to do a bonus session and just get all those deep ones that need like a little bit more explaining all the way through. So
cool.
Awesome. Okay, guys.
Right we love to see the excitement.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for the feedback. Thanks for the thumbs up.
Awesome.
Thanks for your questions, for your comments. We love it. We're here to help you. That's what we're here for. Looking forward to next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and use our team. So talk to Nin, talk to Demi, talk to Jasmine, and we'll hope to see you there, and hopefully we'll talk to you before then as well. But definitely let us know what you need from us. We are here to serve you. We are here to help you. We're here to get you going on that how do I freaking well start that took me probably 1.5 years to really figure out how to start, and then probably another half a year to just refine it, and a lot of tears for me. More frustration for him, but a lot of tears for me. So hopefully we can save you that. Kelly, Demi, or Nin are going to get back to you on how to get the info. So they will get back to you. They'll let you know. They'll get you all set up and get you all ready to roll. So Awesome. Okay, guys, thanks so much. We're going to leave you, love you and leave you. I don't know why I've been saying that a lot lately, but that's my new thing. So we're going to love you and leave you, and we will see you on Monday night, if not before then. And yeah, stay in touch, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, see you. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.